have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Welcome to the Jim Reith Show Unleashed podcast, episode number 70. 70. Incredible. Bill Ali is here. We are in the inner sanctum, safely ensconced therein, and happy to be here. Yahoo of the week, everyone involved in Nob Hill Apartments. Those are Yahoos of the week. From
everyone.
The tenants, well, everyone, yes. So everyone who's involved in the Nob Hill apartment mess, scandal, we just went through this with that freaking tower. Come on. So this is awful stuff again. Open sewers running down the hallway.
I read that stuff.
Did you read that?
I did.
It's unbelievable. So those are the Yahoos of the week.
Bad.
And the good news of the week is the Clark roast beef sandwich at Crooked Cattle that I consumed Friday night before seeing producer Bill at what's that place?
Harvey's Garden.
Harvey's Garden. I never remember the name of it. I love that place.
It's awesome.
It's our favorite place now. I love the upstairs too.
It's got
the vibe up there.
It's got a vibe. The whole place got a vibe.
I love it. So we love it.
Oh, speaking of, it's got a great vibe now. They redid the whole inside. Beacon Skiff.
Oh, really?
Tasting room's got a stage. There's no there's one bar now that kind of goes around. There's tables. Lots of tables
good.
now.
You'll have to check that out. And they have big acts coming this year. Wilco's coming, right?
Wilco. They just announced the Head and the Heart today.
Really?
Yeah. Whiskey Myers, they announced today.
Yeah, they're really moving up in the world, and then it's just an amazing story.
Did you name a good guy of the day?
Yeah, the sandwich at Crooked Cattle.
I have one. I have an addition before we get to the Assemblyman. The Siena men's basketball team, including Coach Mack and my friend Coach Blackwell.
Yeah, about that.
Good stuff. Tuesday, they win tomorrow. They're dancing.
Yeah, how about
I love it.
Amazing. It is. It's amazing. Really is. We need to get to our guest because he has arrived. We learned. Yeah. You hear us, Bill?
Yeah, I get it. I pulled him out of there. Something was going on with the.
We always have problems with our first-time guests, but we are going to talk to Mr. Magnarelli because last podcast.
Hold on a second.
Try to
I'm gonna leave here. I'll see you in a minute.
The last podcast, we talked to Mo Brown, and Mo Brown is going to primary Mr. Magnarelli, which is bizarre to me, but okay. I mean, that's what the process is. I told Mo, I like Mo very much. We ran into Mo actually at Harvey's Garden on Friday, and I like him a lot. But, Bill Magnarelli does a great job for the area and always has. So I don't know. I get it. And it is the way our process works, but we'll talk to Bill if we can get the
let me pull him back in here and
stuff
see.
Worked out.
Yeah, let me. I think what's happening, Assemblyman? I think what is happening is we're just getting some feedback is speakers to us. That's not working.
Right. So sounds like what's happening. It's got to be on his end, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So he can get some of his people on it. Wish I had people. You know what I mean? We should have people, not just me. We should have people. We should have you press a button and a couple of guys.
The guy comes out.
Say, what do you want?
Yeah.
So
I will see if I can get a hold of his people, so we can fix this.
Yeah. Well, if we do, we do. Now we are going to talk to Brent Axe, and we are going to talk to Brent about if you want to go and try to. I don't know what you're going to do.
I don't know either. I tried to email, but
yeah. So we are going to talk to Brent about the situation at Syracuse University. Okay. And they have a new chancellor. They're going to have a new athletic director. In my opinion, they will have a new basketball coach. They'll have the same the football coach. I think Felicia's staying for the Syracuse women. They're having another great year. So the problem is there's also a huge conference that took place in Washington about this topic with the president. And the president said he was going to release an executive order that would solve everything. And he hasn't done that yet, but it will be interesting to see because of the decision that allowed players to get paid. The NIL system was set up, and the NIL system is flawed, of course, but it was the first crack at it. And now it's out of hand, and it was bound to get out of hand because of the rules that were set up and the things that were set up the way they were. And so it is ridiculous now. And now what's going to happen next? That's what they're at. That's what stage they're at. And this involves universities of all sizes. Now, the Ivy League schools are fine. They're their own separate thing. They stress academics, of course. Stanford's a very strong academic university, and so is Cal. They're very good at what they do in Division I. But there's not very many teams that go to universities that stress academics over everything else. And so now college athletics has become this multi-billion dollar, television attraction, a business is what it is now. And so there's a feeling that there's going to be two separate things coming for universities. Sports in its own, like it is now, only even completely separate, and then academics, like you're not even going to have student athletes anymore. You're just going to have athletes, and they don't go to school, but they play for your team. It's going to be awful. It really is. But so there was a huge conference about it. I really don't know what's come of it yet. We'll talk to Brent. Have they figured things out, do you think, Producer Bill?
I think so. I gave him I told him to try it with his cell phone. Could use the camera and the.
Well, I see it. We can see him.
Yeah. If he goes to that link that we sent him for the
cell phone,
same link, he can pop on with us with that. I don't know if they set him up with that link via an email or whatever, but
well, he's got one of his guys in there.
Yeah,
we need guys.
So it's I wish it was as easy as he can call in, but with all this technology, I haven't figured out a call in kind of thing yet. I don't think that would be working very well in the video podcast.
Yeah, that's got to be extremely costly and take a lot to set up. So
I'm sure there's got to be some way that I could have somebody call into this program, but if he uses that link that we gave him, he can.
This is funny watching.
I know.
This.
We can sell. Yeah, we can.
What's going on behind the scenes? It's pretty funny.
We can see him. You can't see him. And this is literally though. No laughing matter. Oh, here we go. He's trying to cell phone. There he is.
There he is.
All right.
All right.
Let's
now
see if that works.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
There he is. Yes, there he is.
All right. Let's see if this works.
Can you hear us, Mr. Magnarelli?
His audio is
it's muted.
Yeah, his audio is muted.
Not anymore.
There he is.
There he is.
Assemblyman. Thank you. I really appreciate that. There we go. Now
All
you're
right. Okay.
nice and clear, and we can see you, and you guys can chat. I'll get out of here.
All right. So, Bill, thank you, first of all, for joining the podcast. I appreciate it. But I want to know what your reaction was when you found out that Mo Brown was going to primary you, because mine was complete surprise.
Well, I got to say, it was a complete surprise to me, too, because I was about to buy him lunch, which I ended up buying him lunch. So Mo and I have been kind of talking and going to breakfast or lunch over the past couple of years since he's been in the legislature. I'm not trying to say I was a mentor or anything like that at all. But we talked about the Democratic Party and we talked about various issues, and I thought very highly of him. And, and at one point in time, I did ask him, I said, so are you hearing anybody who might be running against me? And he told me, this was probably 6 months ago or so. He said, yeah, they're looking. He said, they asked me, but I won't primary you. And then in December, at our, I think, next lunch or the following lunch, I don't know, He started off by saying, I don't want to get started here without telling you I'm going to primary you. So I was he didn't really say I was primarying you. He said I was going to look into primarying you. He was very adamant about looking into it. I don't know, I don't know what all of that meant or all that time meant, but having been elected to one term in the legislature, having the county ledge switch to Democratic instead of Republican majority, him being in the majority, I really thought, our Democratic colleagues in the legislature were going to have a shot at doing some of the things that we would like to see for Onondaga County.
Yeah, I agree. I really do. And Democrats, both in Onondaga County, statewide, and especially nationwide, have a real opportunity now to change things at 3 different levels. And anything that kind of disrupts that isn't really healthy for the Democrat Party.
Well, it's not only the Democratic Party. I think it's not healthy for where we live, whether it be county, state, or federal government-wise. I think it is time for a change to get back to democratic values, which seem to be, being ignored at this point in time.
Yeah, that is for sure. I did want to ask you about the energy policies and the climate change stuff that's kicking in New York State and hiking prices, even as the power companies continue to hike prices. Is there anything that can be done with that?
Well, there's some things that can be done. Can we lower the prices to where they were a year ago? I doubt it, because a lot of the factors have nothing to do with climate change or the laws we're passing or anything. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with what's going on the international scene, the supply of oil and gas, and all of those things have a bearing on our prices when it gets to our homes or at the pump. What we are doing, though, is especially the upstate caucus that I kind of lead, is we did a letter to Governor Hochul about 2 weeks ago that basically outlined, first of all, some fees, state fees that are on our bills, our utility bills, that we could do away with, at least for a short period of time. Doesn't have to be forever, but say, we'll put it in for a year and then have it sunset and then come back and look at it again. But at least it would take some of the fees off of our bill that the state charges. And also, some of those fees go into large funds held by NYSERDA or the PSC or both. And those funds have accumulated into billions. Now, a lot of it has been spoken for, and it's used to help utility customers get up to stride with newer ways of heating and cooling, et cetera, et cetera. So it helps the consumer. But there's a lot of it that's just sitting there. And for the time being, again, our letter asks that the governor use some of that money to provide credits on customers' utility bills. So all in all, somewhere I think maybe between 5 and 10% of a bill could be alleviated if the governor saw fit to go along with what we've asked for in the letter. Our one house bill, which should come out tonight, will have some of those things in it. So I was very happy to see that. And so to answer your question, there are some things we can do. I just talked to another assemblyman about, I don't know if it was during COVID or during one of the oil crisis, where we did away with the tax on gasoline, for example, for a short time, or we reduced it. And that's something else we can do if, for example, oil is really cut off, by the Iran war. If some of that oil doesn't get out of the strait, so to speak, then we're going to have to do something, and that would be another thing we can do. So suffice it to say, Jim, we're all looking at things that can be done. I can tell you, I'm hearing from my constituents, but a lot of this is not within state control. Let's put it that way.
All right. Bill, thanks for your time. We appreciate you coming on, and we'll be following the primary and the election, and we'll be talking again, I'm sure, very soon.
Okay, Jim, you take care.
Thank you, Bill. I like him a lot. So, and I like Mo. I like them both.
You met him.
So
you finally met him.
Yeah.
Mo.
Yep. Yeah, we met him on Friday. That was funny. He didn't know who I was, and he didn't realize who you were until I told him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's a good dude, though. Very good. And I would love to see him do some great things in the county ledge before moving on. But we like Mr. Magnarelli a lot. He has done some good things for the area. So that was good. He's always been a good interview and always been good to us. So
they got right back to us. Very good.
So you played Harvey's Garden. That was an interesting. Harvey's Garden is always an interesting crowd.
It is.
You know what I mean? So it was a 50th birthday party going on, and they had a bunch of people, and they were loving it. And then it was a group of young people over to the right. This time it was younger women. Last time it was like a frat party or whatever. Yep. And then there was, people like me and some other people of my age who were watching you play. And then upstairs has got this whole different vibe, even though you can still hear the music clearly. It's like it's much more relaxed. It's like there's people playing games up there, and somebody was playing cards. Cool. It's just a very cool place to hang out.
So that room's really hard to sound too, because it's such a reverb. They actually had to I had to turn it down at one point because it just
bounces everywhere too. Yeah, because it's all concrete. The floors are concrete and everything.
But he's got a thing going on there, and that the same gentleman that owns that is the one that's going to open up the mitzvah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Man,
I'll text Marty this week and we'll get a
look.
Maybe we'll get Tom on and we'll talk about it again.
So our next guest has arrived, and this is going to be, I think, an interesting conversation. I mean, it always is, but now we've got some really interesting stuff to talk about.
Did you see this the other night?
Oh, please.
There was a fight and a hockey game broke out.
Oh, was there really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But they are in first place.
Sabres. Are they really?
Yeah.
Good for them.
We're back.
If the season ended today, they'd
win.
They'd have
We're back, baby.
Good seed in the playoffs.
I want to talk about SU and what this means.
No, we're going to talk about the Sabres, Jim. We're going to talk about your first place, ready to win the Stanley Cup, Buffalo Sabres.
I like NHL hockey live, although the Olympics were fun to watch. Although that's
exactly.
But I like hockey live. I don't like it on TV. I like it live, except for playoff hockey is good.
Yeah, well, I like it live. I don't like it on TV. Hockey's great in your backyard, television, live, wherever it is.
I don't think he gets
that. Let's go Sabres. Let's go, baby. I'm a little fired up, in case you couldn't tell.
I don't think you understand how this works, brother.
This game was like a playoff game. There was 27 penalty minutes.
Oh, no kidding.
It was wild. It was. I know you want to talk SU. Just give me 30 seconds. That is honestly the best regular season hockey game I have seen in 20 years. It was wild, and the Buffalo fans were in it all the way. All the fights. This is a budding rivalry between the Sabres and the Lightning, and it was a great game. The Sabres got up 4-1. Lightning come back and take a 6-4 lead. Buffalo snags it in the third period. It was great. It was absolutely amazing. And Sabres fans deserve this. It's been 14 years since they made the playoffs, but we're back, baby.
All right. I'm waiting to see what the Giants do today in free agency, but we are going to talk about SU because they have a new chancellor.
They do.
And they're looking for a new AD. And they will be looking for a new basketball coach. Everybody knows that. When you bring in a new AD, he gets his own people. However, what the new chancellor said really caught my attention, Brent. And he talked about how a healthy sports environment is vital now to colleges across the country. Did you get that from that? That's what I got.
No question about it. And Mike Haney has been a presence at games this year, both football and basketball. I don't know Mike well. I've talked to him a few times just in passing, but everybody I've talked to about him, Jim, loves him, gets it, understands the role that athletics plays in this day and age. And from what I understand is a guy who, look, you got to hit the ground running because you said it. this could be a week where you hire both a new athletic director and certainly get it out there that you need a new basketball coach. And the timing of that is interesting because John Wildhack is still technically the AD, and he'll be the one that fires Autry. And by the way, guys, John Wildhack is on the NCAA tournament selection committee this year. So he's going to be very busy this week. So the timing of how all this lays out, I don't know if they're going to get the AD in place before. Like, they could fire Autry as soon as tomorrow night after they lose. If they could lose, I think they're going to lose one of the first 2 games in the ACC tournament. Let's be honest. But, you know, that's my prediction. I think they're going to lose tomorrow. Yeah, but whenever it happens, like, that announcement's going to come soon afterwards. So this is going to be a transformative week and one of the most transformative months in the history of Syracuse athletics. But Haney was a great choice for chancellor in terms of sports. I think he's a great choice overall, but in terms of sports, he gets it, and I think it's all going to flow from there.
Do they have a name for coach yet, you think? Is there a name that's coming around?
There is a name that's really standing out, and it's my choice, guys, and that's Brian Hodson. He's the head coach at South Florida. He turned around Arkansas State, won over 40 games there, did not make the tournament there, but, you know, you win over 40 games in 2 years at that program. You know what you're doing. Comes to South Florida, who was 13-19 last year. They win the league. Now, South Florida is one of those programs that they got to win their conference tournament if they're going to make the NCAA tournament. There's just not enough bids out of the American Conference. But he's a great recruiter, great program builder. He's from Western New York. He coached at the University at Buffalo when Nate Oates was making that run there before Nate Oates went to Alabama. And he is a favorite, guys, of the Lallies. And the Lallies, as we know, are the biggest donors to Syracuse athletics. And if they want Brian Hodson, they're going to get him. So that's a name to keep an eye on. But if you want to do your due diligence, Josh Schertz at St. Louis is at the top of everybody's list, frankly. Syracuse would at least have to, you know, knock on his door and see if he wants the job. Luke Murray at UConn is another name that I think Syracuse should go after if they don't get Hodson, who was Bill Murray's son, by the way. So we could see Bill Murray at SU games next year in a certain scenario. And look, I think you got to put Jerry McNamara's name out there. If Siena wins tomorrow, they're in the NCAA tournament. They won 4 games 2 years ago, and Jerry will have put them into the tournament. So I think you at least got to put his name in the discussion.
But do we want to get away from, you know, the SU family thing and start bringing in new thoughts and, you know, new direction?
That would be my preference. I think you've had 50 years of keeping it in the family. It's time for a fresh voice. But what the good thing with Hodson is, he knows what Syracuse basketball is. He knows what it means. Yeah. He doesn't have to be taught the history of Syracuse basketball and the tradition of Syracuse basketball. And from what I understand, guys, he wants the job. He wants this job. He doesn't just want a job. He wants this job. So he checks a lot of those boxes that people would want in terms of someone who's got skin in the game and understands what it means. But here's the thing. You can't bring in somebody who gets the culture at Syracuse. You got to bring in somebody to change the culture of Syracuse basketball.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely. Especially from this year. Holy cow. I mean, it's like, do you even have listen, there's 2 ways you have to play on basketball, offense and defense. Okay. Not just offense and then let the other team score in a single possession. That's coaching and that's discipline. And it's not there. I mean, you can tell it's not there. So they're going to lose the whole team almost this year. A couple of guys will come back, and then we'll see how good a recruiter the new coach is going to be. Of course.
That's going to be huge. You know, who can Hodson convince to come back? You'd like to see a Sadiq White come back. You'd like to see Kyan Anthony come back and develop in what would be a faster pace offense. And he emphasizes toughness on defense. So I think you'd see some improvement in that department. Nate Kings is trying to get another year of eligibility. If he gets it, I'd love to see him come back. I think Donnie Freeman's gone one way or the other. I think he's not ready for the pros, but he's going to pursue the pros and go after that. And then you got a bunch of guys that are out of eligibility. It broke my heart the other day. JJ Starling in his senior day doesn't even score.
Yeah.
I mean, that broke my heart to see that. But guys like JJ, and I wonder about Nathan George, if he would come back to Syracuse. He has eligibility left. I think, frankly, they could find a better point guard than him in the portal. But yeah, it's amazing the roster turnover year in and year out, even without coaching transitions.
You see Malik Brown the other night playing in Duke North Carolina. He's going to go to the NBA on defense alone. He's unbelievable. And
if you could have kept him and Quadir Copeland and like the transfer portal all-stars, maybe Syracuse would not be missing the tournament for the 5th straight year.
Are we going to see Adam Weitzman get back into the picture?
I don't know, but if we do, he's got to spend some real money. I don't think people realize he didn't spend a lot of money in terms of NIL. Now, to be fair, it was a few years ago and everybody was still trying to figure this thing out. But now that we know kind of what the rules are, we wrote a story about this on Syracuse.com. He only spent $150,000 in terms of player payments.
Yeah, that's not going to get you anything.
That's not going to get you anything. It gets you a 3rd-string middle linebacker these days, right?
Yeah.
So if he does come back, and his main beef, if you will, Bill, was with the chancellor, if Mike Haney does welcome him back, it will probably be with the stipulation of get out the checkbook and spend some real money on this thing and not just sit courtside and get some likes for your Instagram page, which was what that was pretty much all about.
Oh, yeah.
The street cred.
Yes, definitely.
But would bring in Coach Jerry McNamara back help that? Because I know they were kind of close, correct?
They're tight. He gave money to Siena. And gave him a little NIL money. They were tight. So, yeah, you always leave the door open, especially with a whole new administration up there. But he's got to spend some real money this time.
Well, yeah, and what people, I think, and what fans don't understand before we let you go, Brent, what fans don't understand is it takes a lot of money, and it takes a lot of money every single year. And so a city like Syracuse, it's difficult, although they have a good alumni base and a wealthy alumni base. I mean, just look at their endowment. But every single year you have to pump money into it. And so this is what is going to cause the coming major shift in colleges and universities across the country. It's not sustainable. It is not a sustainable idea that people have to contribute money to pay these kids to play the multi-billion-dollar TV contracts, right? So they have to figure out a different way if they nationalize it or whatever, but a huge change is going to have to come because the money's not there except for, 20 maybe across the country who can spend real millions and millions of dollars on a program. Can you imagine what it must take, Brent, to put Duke's basketball team on the court? Are you kidding me? How much? What do you think their top player gets? $1 million?
That has been out there.
Boozer,
I want to say Boozer's their top guy. He's getting probably 6 or 7 alone. Now, Syracuse's entire budget was right around 8 or 9 million, which tells you right there.
8 or 9 million?
Now, Duke's top of the list, but Dick Vitale was talking about this the other night, guys, in one of I forget what broadcast it was. Kentucky spent $20 million on their roster, and they're not even anywhere near what they should be. So Duke, Kentucky, those programs, North Carolina, are at that level. So think about Syracuse, who spent around $8 million, we think. And this is what they got. Now, here's the thing. With a better coach, they're in the tournament. You would have got the return on your investment, right?
Yeah.
But that's the baseline these days. And you said it, Jim. It's the mix of, so Syracuse, remember, can pay its athletes directly. The cap, if you will, is around $20 million. That's the revenue share. Then there's the outside money from boosters. And where this is all getting wild is how much money can come from non-traditional sources, right? The boosters and the Adam Weitzmans of the world, and how much money they can come in and spend, which Syracuse just does not have. It's a very short list of people that. Now, here's the thing. When Fran Brown came in a couple of years ago, a lot of those people came out of the woodwork, started giving money again. A lot of football alums that were held off started giving money again. Syracuse, even if they don't keep it in the family, if you will, a lot of those former players literally got to put their money where their mouth is and support this thing if it's going to go forward.
I agree. All right,
especially
Brett,
basketball.
We'll let you geek out next time, but we have a whole list of guests today. So
go Devils.
Here we go, Sabres. Here we go. Boom,
I'll root for him now. I will. I'll root for him.
Winning the cup, baby. The cup's coming to Buffalo.
That would be pretty
Let's
awesome.
Go. That would be awesome.
Thank you, Brent.
Awesome. Thank you, gents.
See you later.
There's our friend Brent Axe.
He's excitable today.
Yeah, very excitable. He's all fired up.
Well, I saw that. I watched. I caught it in the beginning of the second
Isn't it the same guy that owns the Sabres and the Bills? The
Pagulas?
Yeah. Okay.
The second period opened up with a drop the gloves. It was insane. It's Tampa Bay. They played Tampa Bay.
The only NHL game I've ever been to was at the Buffalo Arena, and it was the Stars. That was a great game. Buffalo won. I was with my friend Greg Lowe. He brought me as a guest, and they had really nice seating. And yeah, it was great. Hockey live is outstanding. Really
I want to say I saw a Sabres Devils game on a Friday or a Thursday, and then Celine Dion on a Saturday or Sunday.
No
Same.
I don't like
building.
Celine Dion, but we watched a little documentary on what she's going through with this disease she has. Holy crap, that's awful.
I just want to see her perform one more time.
That is she performing at all?
Well, she did the.
Did she do the Olympics?
Yeah,
right? One song, right?
Yeah, one song.
Yeah.
The last the summer deal.
Yeah. Wow. Boy, it's a terrible thing. So, what's his name is finished with his residency to pay off all his gambling debts.
Bruno.
Who?
Bruno Mars.
Yes, Bruno Mars. So he has new music, right?
Yep, and he's doing a huge world tour.
He is. Okay. You saw that Five for Fighting concert you sent me.
Yeah, with Edwin McCain.
Yeah. So I saw him at the Westcott Theater, Edwin McCain. He was the headliner. But I saw Five for Fighting at the showroom at the Turning Stone, and my elbow was on the stage. That's the closest I've ever sat.
Back in the day when we get the good seats.
Yeah. And they had tables in the event center then. They don't have that. Not the event center, the showroom. They had tables that you sat at, and this table butted right up against the stage. And so you're sitting sideways, the stage is next to you, and my elbow was on it. And he was incredible. Five for Fighting was incredible. So I'd love to see them again.
We keep losing Chow.
I know. I keep seeing him popping in and out. Because Chow Downey is going to join us with David Hoyne.
What do you get with two Irish guys, a beer, and an iPhone?
Yep. Now he's there.
He's frozen.
He's looking kind of. Yeah, we have all kinds of problems with our technology, but that's all right. So those guys are the parade grand marshals, which is awesome.
And we've had Chow on the program for years.
Yeah,
we're doing. We're back.
I know. I just went to Kitty Hoyne's 2 weeks ago for dinner. Very good. Oh, it's delicious. All their stuff is delicious.
Oh yeah,
love the bar. We'll see if we can get them. Now we're into there's another guest.
Oh, he's a podcast guy, so he comes in early because he knows what to do.
Yep, and he knows that there can be all kinds of messed up stuff.
So we'll give Chow here another minute, and we'll see if he can figure out how to.
Oh, we finished Stranger Things. We finished it finally. And did you see the finale? Did you just watch Stranger? You're not a Stranger Things guy, right?
No, but I'm going through it.
Okay,
little by little.
Yeah, we're done finally.
I'm on the third.
The finale is very melancholy. I'll put it that way.
That's what I heard.
It's great.
Brandy's gone through it already. She's now on to what was she watching? Some ridiculous. They're wearing big Donington. Is that a show? Something. It's they were the Queen with a big dress.
Downton Abbey.
No, it wasn't that. It was.
Oh, it's I know what you mean. It's the Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
Maybe?
Yeah. She likes that kind of stuff. Let's see if we can get these guys in here.
Okay, this ought to be good.
Oh, there's David. Hi, David. This is gonna be the best.
Yeah, maybe we'll just put all our guests through this. They seem to go through it pretty much anyway. Except Fitz. Fitz is always pretty good with
whoever his person was knew what they were doing,
and Ryan too, of course.
Yeah.
And speaking of Ryan, so Shalene, my partner, had never seen the site, Micron's site, with all the trees down, and it's remarkable to see how much they've gotten down. Now they got to chop it all up, and they're doing a great job of that already too. And then the hard work of leveling that site comes, and that'll be interesting to watch, because the earth movers they bring in for that kind of thing. You ever watch Gold Rush on TV? The gold miners, they have these bulldozers that are so gigantic you won't even believe it, and they'll level it all off. They'll come in and it'll go relatively quickly, I would think. Man, I can't believe what they've done, and in that short a time. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. Device is not connected now.
They're having some issues over there. It looked like they were at Kitty Hoyne's too. Maybe the Wi-Fi is down there's no Wi. Once you get into Kitty Hoynes, it's like getting into another dimension.
Yeah, it is.
Just worry about drinking and eating pigs in a blanket, and you're good.
I think I had stew. I think I had lamb stew. I think
there's not been a time I've eaten at Kitty Hoynes that I said, it's always been great.
Oh my
always,
God, always, yes.
That's one of the I got to have a conversation with David. It's one of the only rooms I haven't played in this.
Really?
This area.
That's not acceptable.
The other one that I was waiting for to do, I'm booked at Shifty's finally.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
so
Shifty's big musicians hang out.
Very excited about that.
Street cred playing there. You pick up some street cred.
That's where all the Israel Hagen and Stroke and everybody made their name at Shifty's. And they have some of the best wings in town, along with Beginning 2, which I had some Beginning 2 wings.
Oh, yeah, Beginning 2 wings are very good.
They are the closest to authentic buffalo, the buffalo sauce that they make.
Yeah.
It's a little spicy. Even the medium is a very spicy.
I get mild there, but yes.
I'm going to try to bring these guys in.
Yeah, let's try.
It looks like they're... Hey, guys.
Can you hear us?
Hey, good afternoon.
There they are.
What happens when you get guys beer and some technology? This is what happens.
That's right.
You must be on a delay. Can you hear us, Chow? Oops.
We're good.
Cool.
All right.
It's you know what? It's sort of broken up, but we can hear you for the most part.
Yeah, but we can hear you now too. So congratulations on being named the Grand Marshals. You guys must be excited.
Absolutely. It'll be a great day.
Yeah. If we had the sun over this past weekend for Saturday, we'd be all set.
Oh, man. And today, too. Today's beautiful. So
we're in the hallowed halls here where all the action for St. Baldrick's happened. We're sitting right here.
I know. We can see it. So what are your duties actually on parade day? Tell me what you have to do.
Well, Friday night there's a gala, and you get a chance to speak. Your family obviously is there. And then Saturday is just a 20-minute walk, and then you do what you normally do, I guess, down there.
In the hotel.
You do what you have to do down there.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means.
Yeah, we've seen what you have to do. That's awesome. I mean, it's a great honor for you guys. You've got to be excited, right?
Very much so. Absolutely. It's who would have thought 20-something odd years ago that, a silly idea means so much to so many people. And the winners are the Syracuse community. You know that yourselves. Yep. It's not written anywhere. It's not produced anywhere, but Syracuse is a very special place, and take that from a blow-in for sure. And yes. All of the marshals in their own way, and their families would give the shirt off their back to help anybody in need. So very lucky that we got that team together, and it's been a huge success. And so much of it goes down to Chow telling the stories of everybody, whether you raise $5 or $100,000, which some people have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing.
Make no mistake what you guys did for us in the early days, back before they had some jamoke on your old station. But
we can say that now.
Yes, yeah, I
can say it because it doesn't. It just no harm, no foul.
Do it. Our pleasure. So I did a speech one time with David way back in the day. It was the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. You remember that, David? That was a fun time for me.
I do.
That was great. That was a great experience for me, getting to know you, and of course we love the restaurant, obviously, and the bar itself. The bar is iconic. Kitty Hoynes is iconic for this area. The parade is iconic, and people not from Central New York don't understand what the St. Patrick's Day Parade means to the area. It's not just a day for partying and stuff, and it's a good day for that, but I mean, it means a lot more to the community. And because of the history of it, because of Nancy Duffy and the people who've poured their lives into it, it means a lot to the community, and I know it means a lot to be the marshals.
Yeah, you know what? And somebody told me the other day it's the 3rd largest in the country. I don't know if that could possibly be true. I don't know if you guys know that. Maybe I'd say it's probably a little lower than that, but
it is now.
It's now. It is.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
it will be after this Saturday.
Per capita.
Per capita, yeah, per capita. But think about all the grand marshals that him and I have known, you guys have known, that have walked down the street. It's amazing the number of people. And then when you get asked to do it, it's like, wow, I can tell my grandchildren that I was in the book. Just go look it up before I seize up.
Before I seize up. All right, guys, thank you very much. We love you guys. We love Kitty Hoynes, and we love the parade, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you leading it.
Thanks guys.
Jim. It'll be fun. Thank you.
See you guys later.
Awesome duo.
It's awesome guys, man.
Oh,
how long has Kitty Hoynes been? I should have asked him how long Kitty Hoynes has been there.
Yeah,
it's a long time.
Yeah, 30
long
maybe.
Time.
I
Yeah,
think
at least,
maybe 30.
At least, yeah.
Because it's got to be around there, boy. And it's such a great place. Now, and you've played there, right?
That's the one place I haven't played.
Oh, you haven't. That's right. You meant to tell David.
I'm gonna have to. Actually, you know what? I'll have Chow do my bidding for me.
There you go.
He's a good representative.
Yeah,
for stuff like that.
He'll put you in there.
Probably. Our next guest is like, what are they talking about? He's not from Syracuse, so he wouldn't know what was going on.
No. Bring him in.
I am the Grand Marshal of the Kansas City Parade, though. We can talk about that.
There you go.
I just invented that.
Do they have a big St.
I fell for it right away.
Is there a big St. Patrick's Day parade in Kansas City?
Funny enough, there are actually a couple big Thanksgiving Day parades. Yeah, nobody cares about little old me, so I'm not even invited to view it. But hey, maybe I could just show up and say I'm the Grand Marshal. And Jim said that I'm supposed to report here, so put me in.
We'll get you in over here. If you don't get there, we'll get you in over here.
Beautiful. So the Academy Awards are coming up, and I know you've seen every Best Picture, but how many are there? Like, there's more than 10, right? Is there 10?
10 nominees. That's the most that they can put in for that category.
Wow. And you've seen them all?
I've seen them all, and last year, there are a couple I would have swapped out with some other ones, but I mean, it was a pretty damn fine year for film last year.
Yeah, I've only seen one of this year. Two. I'm sorry, two.
Which one have you seen?
Sinners and Frankenstein.
So Sinners is getting all the buzz now, right, Ryan?
It's getting the buzz again. What's odd is based on the award circuits, when they first come out, usually they'll get the initial buzz and then they'll die down for a bit and then they pick back up. And for a while, everybody was really hot on one battle after another. And Sinners has been getting some of those lead-in awards. So a lot of people are kind of shifting their guesses from one battle over to Sinners. So it's not as much as a given as it sometimes feels like it is right now.
Geez, last year was, I mean, as much as we both like Sean Baker, I was shocked that Honora won the award. And
it was a big surprise.
And the bad thing is I had not seen it up until that point, but then after seeing it, I'm like, I get it.
Now,
it's an amazing movie.
What would be the surprise pick, which is rare, but last year, like you said, was a surprise. What would be the surprise pick this year?
Honestly, if it's me picking something that would be a surprise, I would love to see something small like Train Dreams, or it's not very small, but I would love to see Begonia win as well. Sinners is still my pick. It's been my favorite of the last, almost 12 months ago now that it's been released, which is crazy that it's still being talked about so highly. But there's a couple that, in my opinion, aren't super deserving of the nomination here. But other than that, honestly, most of them are fairly deserving, not only of the nomination, but I could see argument for them winning.
Wow. Now that's outstanding. I mean, that's something that many great movies coming out in 1 year. Holy cow.
Yeah. So it's Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, which Marty Supreme was a late in the year.
Is that Chalamet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it got huge. People were going crazy for that. One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams are the Best Picture nominees for 2026. And do you think he's going to get it from Marty Supreme?
Chalamet?
I don't. I feel like it's Michael B. Jordan's to lose for Sinners at the moment.
Yeah. So you got it's Timothée Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner. Is it Mora?
Yeah, Secret Agent is one that I think a lot of people are sleeping on. It's finally, of course, leading into the Oscars. A lot of theaters are playing it again. And it, unfortunately, based on being a Brazilian film, it did not get a lot of theatrical play around the country, other than, you know, the big markets or some of the bigger cities got it. But it's definitely worth a watch. It's a very interesting cast of characters. Pretty much nobody that you'll recognize, other than Udo Kier shows up for a random small part in the film. But everybody's just wonderfully acted. It seems like not even acting. It's just like a slice of life from this part of the world, and it's a bunch of people, because you don't recognize any of them, you get kind of lost in the plot immediately, and I always appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, boy, you're not kidding. Now, what about Best Actress? Because it seems like there's kind of a, I don't even know how to say it. It's like this mix of the same women every year, but maybe this time it's got some new blood in finally.
Yeah, I could see this one going a few different ways. Personally, I feel like Jessie Buckley kind of has to win this one because of the we'll say emotional toll that this role kind of calls for her to put out, and without her performance, the film Hamnet would have fallen apart. But on the indie side of it, I could kind of say the same thing about Rose Byrne's performance. And If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And as somebody with 2 young kids, that movie is an astonishing contraceptive, is the way I'll say it. Anybody watching that movie, you probably want to stay away from kids forever.
So that's getting some rebuzz. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, as the Oscar time comes.
I think I want to see Hamnet. I want to see Hamnet.
Dr. Dodson and is it Chris from Deaf Crocodile were talking about that on Ryan's show. Ryan wasn't there. Where were you, Ryan? You're not allowed to take days off.
I've been excoriated in my DMs for the last week. I was at a small documentary film festival in Columbia, Missouri, and got to see a handful of some really great films. One that, if I could have 10 seconds, I hope everybody gets to check out the film Seized. It's about a local town, very small town. I think it was less than 2,000 people in the state of Kansas, where there's a little bit of a conspiracy going on, where the local sheriffs got a no-knock warrant that they shouldn't have had, and come into the local newspaper and seized all of their electronic records, their computers, went to somebody's home, took their cell phones and everything. And it ended up turning into national news. And it is a wonderful piece of journalism being important, media being important. And in a world where we're losing media literacy by the moment, I think it's something that people should see and grab onto in a way that is motivating in a kind of hopeless way.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I remember that when that happened, and there was a national outcry over it, and I can't wait to see that. Bill and I are both huge documentary fans, and my girlfriend is too, so we'll definitely be into that, no doubt. It's called Seized.
Seized, yes, it is wonderful, and undoubtedly it will get a wide release here in the next year, because it could be big.
Now, Ryan's when we had him on before, we were talking about antenna releasing. Is there anything, any more info? We're going to see some. I want to see Stolen Kingdom.
Well, don't tell anybody this. Thank goodness this isn't broadcast to a bunch of people. I'll send you a link if you want to watch it. Stolen Kingdom is about to embark on something that turned out really special for us. Basically, from about May 20th until June 16th, somewhere around there, we're going to be playing 20 cities in person with the director all across the U.S., doing this big roadshow release. And on top of that, we're booking it in 100 plus other theaters. This is a very exclusive scoop, because nothing has been announced publicly yet, but it's going to be playing all over Florida with them in person. It's going to be playing in Texas with them in person, Southern California, New York, all kinds of places. And I cannot wait to reveal some of these, because we're going to blow some people away with the partnerships that we've made already. It's playing at Kevin Smith's Smod Castle in Jersey. It's playing at some big theaters that to have this be our first release and people are already taking a chance on us. It's about to explode, and I'm just so excited.
and you can't ask for a better guy. You've really and I say this personally because I'm a fan of the show. That Thursday night show, it's Jim. They go 4 or 5 hours sometimes.
Wow.
So
every week, yeah.
These guys are my companions on the road on the weekends. I wait to listen to the stuff when I travel, and and you get some good info about the movies that are out physically, and then the stuff in the theaters. But you guys are hilarious too. He has a rotating co-host every week, and then there's one gentleman, Dr. Will Dodson, he's there once a month. And when these two get together, it's some of it's comedy gold. It's comedy. And Chris and Will on last Thursday was, I mean, they took enough shots at you for a lifetime.
Yeah, I feel like I let the world down last week.
The Disconnected podcast. If you love movies, all things physical and any movies, check it out. It's one of the best podcasts out there.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryan, for your time, man.
Thanks,
we'll be watching, and then we'll check, see if you were right or wrong, and maybe we'll have you on again. Maybe we won't.
I hope to be back if I'm not too busy being the Grand Marshal of 14 more parades. We'll see.
That's right. We're going to start booking you for parades.
Yeah, we love you, man. We do. Thank you for your time as always.
You too. Have a good one.
Yeah, he's great.
He's awesome.
He's got his audio sounds great.
I know. But he's got it down.
Look at the setup he's got.
He's years in. I've been picking his.
No,
brain.
you're doing great. Are you kidding me? So that's awesome for him. That's huge. That puts him like right up into the whole thing. Wow.
And that's good. I mean, anything Disney sells.
So what is this?
So with Stolen Kingdom, there's an animatronic that went stolen.
Oh,
that's
the
documentary that.
That's right.
And then I'm sure they go through some other stuff. But I like any kind of Disney stuff.
You do.
It's the best. Speaking of documentaries, before you got here, I watched. I just picked up on Criterion, the Bowling for Columbine.
Bowling for Columbine, yeah.
Yeah. I want to get into the reason I got it was for the special features. It's loaded. There's another. It's called Michael Moore Makes a Movie documentary.
Okay.
There's a special feature on this, and then since I watched that and I was in the movies, I just threw that on too while you were coming in. This is probably a top 3 documentary for me. The King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters. It chronologically goes through Steve Wiebe, who's a teacher, and his quest of becoming the king of Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay.
And all of the roadblocks that he has to get there, including Billy Mitchell, the bad guy of the sporting gaming,
right?
Old school 80s,
Yes.
and then and that's how the documentary starts.
But does this take place in the 80s?
No, well, no, it takes place. No, it's just whenever it came out. What year was this? This was. I'm not good with
because people
Roman numerals, but
people won't understand. People nowadays won't understand how big this stuff was to people back in the day when there were only a few machines. And
well, they talk about the Lifetime magazine cover with all the guys, and that's who this documentary is about. When they went and did the Lifetime cover of all the guys and with that is the type of gaming. It's not the PlayStation 5 gaming. This is console, old school.
Yeah.
Twin Galaxies.
Yeah.
Fun City, Funscape in Ottumwa, Iowa.
Right. Exactly.
There's so many offshoot documentaries that have come off of this.
Really?
Including the guy that ran Twin Galaxies, the online, when that all first started in the 90s, the online with the numbers and who's the leaderboards of everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
This goes into this, and then they did a documentary with the guy. I can't remember his name now because I can't remember it. Walter Day is the guy he was like the head of all the gaming numbers.
Oh, okay.
Like the Guinness Book of World Records of gaming, and he wears like a referee shirt. It's just like and he's like he tries to be a musician. And then the documentary just came out last year about Walter Day.
Oh, no kidding.
And he's like retired from the gaming world now, and he wants to become like this, singer-songwriter guy. It's great. It's stuff you don't.
Yeah, it's a subculture that if you're not a part of it, then you don't know anything about it. So it's like early skateboarding, right, in Southern California. When they first started doing pools and stuff, that was a subculture, right? I mean, surfing was a subculture and is, but if you're not involved in this, then you don't get it. But to watch a documentary about it, now you begin to understand it, and it meant a lot to a lot of people. It's crazy.
It's just like any other sport too. They cheat to win.
Yeah, and we just take everything too far as Americans. We take everything too far.
And the funny thing is, to get a high score recorded, you had to record your screen on a VHS tape and send it in, and it's on the documentary. Some schlub sits there and watches every second of that game to give it the okay, and they look for any kind of anomalies, right, or screen jumps. It's insane. And it literally has turned into this Billy Mitchell's now like the bad guy. They've said he's cheated. There's been counter documentaries countering what Billy Mitchell says. I love it.
Yeah, clearly
documentaries, I could sit and watch them all.
Yeah, I do like documentaries too. I agree.
And there's certain directors that do them well. Have you ever seen a really good Oliver Stone documentary?
Yes.
Those are just
Michael Moore too.
Yes, Michael Moore's one of the best.
It's funny because Bowling for Columbine, when that came out, he was vilified by the right, and probably still is. But that was all about a bowling tournament that was giving away rifles, guns as prizes. So he goes, and that's why it's Bowling for Columbine. So that it's great. I've seen it a couple of times. It's so well done, and he's very good at what he does.
Charlton Heston's in it.
Yeah,
he walks off. He's interviewing. He gets up and leaves.
Yeah.
Then he did the one about Bush too for night.
But I don't. My problem with him is I don't like ambush interviews.
Yeah,
I don't like that. And he does. That's his specialty. Ambush interviews are his specialty. But I don't like those because it's too easy for a person to just get up and walk away.
Yeah.
If you give them some idea that we're going to talk about stuff, then they have no excuse if they come on.
Borat. That's why.
Oh man.
With him and Rudy Giuliani.
Wow. That was a brilliant movie when it came out, and it still is. It's when you realize that it's just a spoof on everything.
He turned into a legit actor.
Yeah, he did. Yep. Although he should never have been in Les Miserables.
Oh, he was perfect for Thénardier.
Nah.
Thénardier.
I didn't like him. Although acting wise, yes.
Yeah.
But he's like Russell Crowe. Acting wise, he was great. He just can't sing. I could have done a better job singing than he did. Holy cow. So bad.
Who was
who could watch that and say this is great?
Who was the Phantom in the Phantom movie? Was that Gerard Butler?
Yes.
That's another one.
That's another one. No. Now we just watched Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh yeah.
Now he wanted to do his own singing, and they said, yeah, no. No. You're very good looking. Okay, just be that, and you're very funny,
and you can act.
Yes, so just stick with that.
That actually shows how really good of an actor.
Oh yeah, he was.
George Clooney was,
and the script is just hilarious. The writing is just hilarious.
I've got to go back.
We just watched it the other night. So funny.
So I'm cleaning out that as I point to my left.
Yeah,
there's a closet there.
I know it's in there.
It's just the house I live in is a family. It's been handed down family, so we have family stuff. So I was going through that closet today trying to clean it out because I think I want to put all my records and movies in there to make more room here. That's what I'm thinking.
All right.
And I found a box that I haven't gone into a while, and it is my concert guitar pick collection of people that I caught guitar picks
really
live. So here's Meatloaf's guitar player. I got that one. I mean, this is chock full. I would be here forever I'll try to find a couple highlights. Here's Neil Sean from Journey.
Really?
Yeah, I got a Neil Sean pick. I've got your boy from Cheap Trick.
Oh, Rick Nielsen.
Yeah,
right?
Rick Nielsen.
Love him.
I mean, if you go to a
awesome.
Cheap Trick concert and you don't come back with a pick, you did something wrong. He throws a million of them.
Does he?
There's a Vince Neil from Motley Crue pick. Jason Hook from Alice Cooper, and Jason Hook also played with Five Finger Death Punch and Manny Moore.
Wow. How'd you? Well, you got all these at the show.
Just concerts, yeah. There's a Cinderella one here, but here's my good I got there's premium ones here that are on. I'm just going to pull them out here because I got to find this one. It's very cool.
You have any from Kiss?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, I was going to say, geez.
Yeah, here's the Paul Stanley.
Nice.
Got a Paul Stanley. I'm trying to find this one. I know it's in here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. This is one of my favorites. Rick Savage from Def Leppard. Uses a metal pick.
Oh, wow.
It's embroidered. You can see it's got the Def Leppard name in there. It's a bass pick. Here's is there anybody? Oh, here's Uncle Ted Nugent. Man, you got quite the collection. Yeah, Scotty Hill from. I got a really cool Ace Frehley one in here somewhere where there's a Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath. Yeah. If I just saved this money of this concert I wanted, I'd be a billionaire. We'd be down here we'd be in Florida, you and I doing this. There's Ace in a blue pick from Kiss. Well, not no Florida. I do not go to states that have gators. Kelly Keegy from Night Ranger has his head on it. The drummer has guitar picks. There's a Peter Criss in here somewhere. There's a Gene Simmons Psycho Circus pick. So you should put together a little display of all the Kiss stuff. Yeah, or all of them. I want to kind of make like and put it in a frame, figure it out some way. Would be nice. There's a time. I mean, they're all over the place. But frankly, you're boring the shit out of people right now, and it's an hour and 2 minutes into things. So there's a Bill Ali pick there. There's a Bill Ali. I like that one. That's good. Just go all by. I better not show this to my daughter. It's a ghost pick. Ghost pick. Yep. Yeah. She knows it's in there. She's just waiting for the right time to take it. I found the money. They throw out. They do a song called Mummy Dust, and Mummy Dust is money to them. And the cannons at the end of the song come out, and it's got all this fake with his head on it. And I just found old ones from the concert. She's been asking for them. I'm going to give them to her. She'll go bonkers. But you should understand one thing, since you're fairly new to the parent game. She knows everything that's in this house, whatever it is. She already knows, so she'll be surprised probably, but she already knows. This was offered to her to be her room multiple times, and she declined it. It's a big room, I'll tell you that. I mean, plus you got a freaking man cave. You got there's corridors all around down here. It's crazy. Hide how much room you got down here. All right, we need to go because it's my apartment down here. Yeah, where I go to, especially coming up in at the end of this month when baseball starts. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. No kidding. Oh boy. Now, you out this week? You playing out this week? Yeah, so Wednesday I'm doing bingo at Point Place. I was supposed to do it this past Wednesday. Aria's been sick. I stayed. I swapped. Thursday I am at Avicoli's Coal Fire. Cool. Friday, boy, I've a mind just as bad as yours, and this is my life. Friday I'm at Trappers 2 in Manoa. And the mighty Scars and Stripes hits up Britches Dance Bar in Auburn, New York for their big St. Patrick's Day. Wow. We've done it the last 3 years in a row. Big crowd. Big show. Awesome. All right. Take care of yourselves, okay? God willing, we're all back at it next time on the Jim Reith Show Unleashed podcast.